You know, you mentioned all the time in class, practice, practice, practice. What is the importance of doing role plays and practice? Talk about that. Maybe some ideas.
Again, what I think is one of our lost arts, right?
Okay.
We've got folks that will be diligent in their practice. I think that one of the things that we've lost over time is the role playing. Maybe the smaller size of our sales force, where we're not in these big sales rooms with 8 and 10 people anymore. You know, kind of the environment I grew up where it kind of forced practice. I don't think we do enough of it. And what do I mean by that? I think take it outside of our industry. You know, I happen to, as you know, I've got some relationships with some football coaches, you know, college football coaches, and I think about all the time that they dedicate. You know, probably 60 to 70% of their time is involved in watching film and finding tendencies and seeing what they do good, what they don't do good, what their competitors do well, what the other team does well and what they don't do well, and planning against that. And I don't think we do near enough of that. And what do I mean by that? As an example, you know, we've got these tools, we've got these iPads and these iPhones. You know, you and I could sit here and do a 10-minute role play on an RAC close, and we can tape each other's version and take it back and have it to study tonight.
Right.
Boy, I really liked what I said there. Or, oh, that was really bad. I got to take that out. Or, I don't like the word that I used there. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. And again, if you wait for practice and role play opportunities to come to you with your branch manager who's got his or her hair on fire trying to handle, you know, a needy customer, they're not going to have time for a role play today. What if you connected with another salesperson in the group, or maybe somebody you met on GroupMe, or maybe somebody you met at a swarm meeting, or maybe it's a spouse or a significant other that you practice with.
Right.
You know, hey, listen to this. I'm trying to figure out how to pitch this act design. I don't know much about it. I've done some studying on it, but I'm going to pitch it to you and tell me what it sounds like as a lay person. I think that's the kind of stuff that I always try to encourage. Practice, practice, practice. You know, that old Woody Hayes, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, you know, 4 plays or 5 plays, that's all they had.
Right.
You know, they just kept running them over and over and over again. And they'd go back that night and they'd watch the tape over and over and over again. And that's what I'm talking about, practice and role play. Mm-hmm. I think, you know, if you're not doing it on a regular basis, as you know, you and I tape stuff that we do to this day.
Absolutely.
Every time we're in the same room, when one of us is presenting, the other one's taping the other. And again, not for anybody else's benefit, but your own.
Right.
You go back and you break down your own game film.
Sometimes you create bad habits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't even know what you're doing sometimes.
Right.
You know, some of the stuff we talked about earlier. But that's what I'm talking about, role play and practice. So
Great advice.
Just do more of it. Invest, I think, is the best word. Right.
Nice.